Yo, word is up, everybody. ECL week 2. It's a little bit late because I've been sick for the past 2.5 weeks. I'm still getting over it. I'm still congested, but let's just jump into the deck real quick and then we'll get to the games right after. So, going into the Water Fire matchup against Jacob, I was very concerned about Krakatuga. I wasn't really concerned about Blazerus, and I was concerned about Kinleo and Trident Lock stuff. Now, to get around Trident Lock, right in the middle of my deck, you see I have 3 Thunderstorms. That is a key thing for me that since I'm in Thunder, I have rune removal. Jacob in Water and Fire has no rune removal at all. The only thing he can do to stop runes is Trident Locking, counter runes, which leaves me fully available to use my Invoke runes, which are going to be my Thunderstorms in this deck. I have Resting Laurels in my side deck just in case. But the next big threat besides counter Trident Lock stuff would be like Krakatuga. So I put a lot of regen. I put 3 Quackles, 2 Sluggles, because like I need a way to counter Krakatuga early. He's going to hit me for like 8 damage out of nowhere. I'm going to need to be able to recover really efficiently. So Quackles and Sluggles, and then I have 2 Vertakwas to hopefully deal with Krakatuga. Then the rest of the deck is kind of built around what can my opponent not really deal with, and has runes. Once the rune hits a board, they're not touching it. So Elichick and Jolton are to find my Mental Olympus and my Zeuses. I don't need that many of either of them because once I find them, they're staying on board. They are not getting touched unless I do something with them because my opponent has no way to interact with them outside of Krakatuga Eruption combo, which is a lot already. So that's the general idea, is just counter Krakatuga with lots of recovery, deal with Trident Lock with the Thunderstorms, and try to get advantage with permanent runes and stuff into play that my opponent can't deal with. So the rest of the deck, let's just briefly go over where it's at, because you probably have already noticed the Ohmperial and Signetrix. We'll get to that at the end. I only won 1 Ash Rabbit in the main deck because if my opponent's running 3 of Vertakwas, it's never going to stick board. It's constantly going to get removed, and I don't really have ways to crack back at it too much. So I'm only running Ash Rabbit in the main deck. I could side it, but there are options there. I have Altar of the Stars, Shield, Poison Spear, and Gorgon's Gaze. Again, I'm a little bit afraid of Trident Lock, but seeing that it's a multiple step process to get it out, and I have the 3 Thunderstorms, I'm not too afraid of it going into game 1. Maybe going to game 2, I drop some of them for Resting on Your Laurels if I see him consistently playing that Trident Lock stuff and trying to really push it out. Then I'll just drop back to, maybe I'll drop a couple Poison Tipped Arrows, go for Resting on Your Laurels, options there. If I really need to continuously get over things, I have another Zeus in there. If I need to make sure I always get Zeus out, I'm not really sure the case that I bring the 3rd Zeus in. It is very good, especially with like Quackle to get it up to 5, with Elichick to get over things, Jolton to get over things, but I also have the Stadium to do that as well. Then I have 2 Shields, because Shield is good. If he's playing like Blazerus or Trifernal, it's a good little option to be like, okay, you hit my things, now get rid of your Trifernal, now you're on nothing. 2 Rise from the Ashes because I'm playing the Quackles. I'm playing the Sluggles. It's a good option to just go Rise Quackle, Rise Sluggle, basically get a free special cast to hopefully ascend into something. What I'm ascending into is generally something to get over Krakatuga, which in Thunder isn't much. Eventually, I almost ran Gatabolt as the potential to get over Krakatuga, but I figured just having Rise options to get Vertakwas or Sluggles or Quackles and ascend into things would be a good option. Basically getting a free normal cast with Zeus, it allows me to just like rise from a Quackle, Zeus something, hit it with a Quackle, play another card, hit for damage. So it's a little bit of a value engine there. Poison Arrows, straightforward. I might need to drop it if it's Trident Lock. Gorgon's Gaze, even if it's Trident Lock, I'm keeping 3 of in the deck. And then we get to Ohmperial. We're going to skip that. We're going to go Riceros first. I've already spoken about Vertakwa. Riceros, he's not playing Thunder. Go first, play Riceros turn 1. He can't do anything. I might need to side Riceros out for game 2 or 3, depending on his deck. Like if he's running like a loose Water, Fire, 5 guys thing, then I'm going to have to drop it out. But if he's playing a lot of like smaller things, I could just keep it in the deck as a 4 defense body. That stops Ascensions from attacking in a sense. It's not the best going second, but it's really powerful going first against the matchup. Alright, and now the elephant in the room, Ohmperial Signetrix. So I didn't go out this week to say, let's make an Ohmperial deck, but I was going through what can I ascend into that outs Krakatuga, and the options were Gatabolt or Sonicore doesn't. Like Sonicore plus Artifact, but that's too many cards to be putting in my deck to potentially only... And even Soundcore plus Artifact doesn't get rid of Krakatuga. It's not big enough. Soundcore also dies to Blazerus. So I was kind of stuck, like, okay, Ohmperial would be great if I can get Ohmperial, but getting Ohmperial out is really difficult. So I was kind of continuing to thinking, okay, so maybe I just play a deck that can hardcast Ohmperial. So now playing like a loose Thunder Nexus, Thunder Value kind of package, I have control runes, stuff like that. I could probably fairly easily get into an Ohmperial on a hardcast. As long as I stick one card on board, I could always rise something else and then ascend into it. So that's where I started with the deck. I started with just hardcasting Ohmperial, and that was my out to Krakatuga and a bunch of other things. And then I was like, well, if I'm running Ohmperial, I might as well run the Signectric. So I knocked out a third Zeus, I knocked out the third Mental Olympus, and put 2 Signectric in for the higher rolly chance with the deck. And it works out. And at worst, Signectric is a 6 defense body with Mental Olympus in play, which is going to be pretty consistent to get it into play with a 3 Jolton. It's a 6-8 body, so that's what I was kind of banking on, like, Signectric, in my eyes, isn't a 4-6, it was a 6-8 in my deck, because I should get Mount Olympus out pretty consistently. So I figured at worst I have something that gets over 1-drops and survives against attackers on my opponent's board. So that's what the Signectric's there for. And you'll see in the games, like, Signectric is probably the star of this deck. Surprisingly, Signectric did a lot of work in these matchups you'll come up right after this video. Or right after this clip of the video. So the deck worked out really well in this matchup. I definitely probably could have optimized it a bit better, but given that I was trying to catch a pretty wide net of decks that my opponent could run, and I was more so expecting a Krakatuga burn, spoilers, it wasn't Krakatuga burn, I made some weird decisions, but I think it all worked out. You'll see in the matches coming up how it played out, and I'll talk to you at the end of the matches about them, and we'll go from there. So catch you at the end of the video. Okay, I will start by setting Riceros in defense.
All right.
Go ahead.
All right, I'll draw for turn. I will. Okay, these are on the bottom. I'll go a Leviathan for a Mustachian in defense. Any response?
Nope, that's good.
All right. I will set one face down, and I will pass to you.
Draw for turn. I will Thunderstorm that face down.
I'll let that go through. It's a Gorgon's Gaze.
Okay. Move to ascend Riceros into Signectric.
All right.
That's the biscuit risk.
Yeah.
Signectric's effect.
Yep.
3, 6, 9, 12. Oh,
yep.
Is that exact? Oh, that is exactly his Thunderstorm. Oh, hey, bottom of the deck. What do you know?
Such a tough call. I'm just like, you could ascend, but at the same time, it's just like, you could also just get me to waste 2 spirits anyway.
And this is where I could just get punished with the royal off the rip and like.
Yep.
See what happens. That is for sure.
See, indeed.
Alright, let's actually use my spirits before I forget to ascend. That puts me at 15. Alright, Ohmperial effect.
Yep.
Drop Thunder, pop the mustache. 14. Let me just. Although it's not going to matter too much probably, but we'll just play with the Zaptors revealed, even though
okay.
Can't really count them. Just Ohmperial's big gun.
Big.
Attack you for 3.
Yep. Go 1 Leviathan, 2 Vipyro.
Alright.
Put me down to 16.
Go ahead.
Draw. Yep. Let's go Vipyro for a Kinleo and attack. Any response?
No response. Kinleo is interesting though.
I will use 2 Vipyro for a Trident onto the Kinleo. Any response?
Yeah, in response, I'll Gorgons.
Go to game 2.
Go to game 2? Okay.
Okay. Well, hold up. Let me actually think about that.
Yeah, like if you have, I mean, if you have Royal or something, you know.
Nah, I shouldn't give up there. Pass on that.
All right, draw. Rice Saracen attack position.
Yep.
Ohmperial to pop Kinleo.
Yep.
Hit you for 4.
2, 3 Leviathan, 1 Vipyro.
10.
2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
And your turn.
All right. Time for the godly top deck.
Draw that Kinleo.
I'll do a Vipyro. Oh wait, this doesn't even work anymore. I did draw the laurels, but that's game 2. That's what I'd say, because you set up the rice roast. I can't even do that now.
I mean, that does not got Rice Roast. Is that what you're doing?
No, game 2.
Okay, game 2 it is. All right, I take it you want to go first?
Yep. All right. I will. I'm going to mulligan.
Okay, I like
One of each. Start with Leviathan, Vipyro, 4. Yeah, drops.
Oh,
You're going to
jeez.
get
Double
some
mulliganing,
info
basically.
Here. Yep.
Drops leads me to believe you are running 2 drops in that deck.
I'll go.
Or combo.
Yeah, I'll go Poseidon and Trident back.
Yeah, okay, I already expected the Trident lock. But hey, you just spent 14 or 4 spirits going to 16 on a double mulligan, basically.
Don't remind me.
Hey, at least it's a better mulligan than well.
Yeah, getting comboed up by Rice Roast into Signetric.
Yeah, honestly, I completely Rice Roast slipped my mind this entire week until I sat down to put my deck together and I saw it there. I'm just like, wait a second, why
insane.
don't I play Rice Roast in this matchup? Because your only outdude is Kinleo or PTA. Just off the rip, but Rice Roast isn't a great turn 2 card. Like, it's great going first. Going second, it's like a little whiffy.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go Vipyro for a Kinleon attack. I will set 2 and pass.
Okay.
Down to 15 spirits.
Alright. I will start with a YOLO Thunderstorm on your center room.
So this one?
Yes.
Alright, it is Tsunami.
Ooh. I was not expecting you to bring Tsunami so quick. Good to know. We're going to cast Ash Rabbit. Defense. Response.
No response to the Ash Rabbit.
Alright. Effect.
Yep.
I will take that. I was actually super cautious about playing a Strabbit this week because I was like, but what if he just Vertaquas it and I go feel sad? Alright. Cut the deck. And then we're gonna set.
Or have a nice shield or Gorgon's Gaze for that Veritaqua.
Yeah. I'm gonna plop a Mount Olympus into play.
Okay.
And I will pass there.
That's 2 face down?
2 face down.
Alright. Then I'll draw for turn.
I'm at 16. 2 cards in hand, 2 face down.
Alright. I think I like this play better. Yeah. I will ascend Kinleo. You called it Blazerous.
And a Blazerous, jeez. Oh, yeah, no response there.
Alright. right. Blazer Cynthia Astrabbit.
Gorgons.
I'll take that.
Doesn't feel great.
Pass turn.
Alright. Draw for turn. That's incredibly awkward. 7 attack Blazer.
Just throw down another Elestral so I can attack over both of them.
Yeah, I almost did that. I forgot for a second. That's a terrible idea.
Okay, that's assuming I have the Trifernal.
That is assuming you have a Trifernal.
So the question is, am I leading you down the correct path, or am I just trying to psych you out?
Alright, I'm going to do this. We're going to go Signetric Ascents.
Yep.
And
that's at 8 at defense, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay.
I will not use the ability.
Okay.
I will set another card, and I will pass turn.
All right. I will draw for turn.
Yep.
How many spirits do you have in your spirit deck?
Yeah, I'm just counting them right now. 13.
13. Gosh, decisions.
Yeah, I know. So, like, ugh. Where am I right now? Ugh.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know what to do. Definitely an interesting game so far.
It is.
Much better than the steamroll last one.
The Blazers was a risky play, but it looks like it's paying off. I'll expend a draw.
Okay.
And I'll just pass with that.
Alright. Draw for turn. We are going to cast a Quackle in attack position. Any response?
That is fine. Nope, Quackle is fine.
Quackle ability.
Yep.
Recovering. I think I only have 2. Yep. 2's after. Signature ability response.
Yeah, that's getting Gorgonsed.
Alright. Fair enough.
2 power for that.
Hero Quackle, let's go. Yeah, go ahead.
Alright. Draw.
Oh, technically I do have to reveal my Thunder Spirits for that, but I have enough.
Yep.
Oh, let me count so I can...
14. Oh man, I just threw this game.
Did you?
Great. Yeah, that totally would have been the better play last turn, and I just didn't think about this outcome.
Oof.
Just
let me ascend Signetric. Get the whole family in town.
If this is the case, I really have to do... I think I have to do this. I will expend 1 to draw.
Okay.
Set 1, and I'll attack Blazerus over the not Signetric, you know what I mean, the Quackle. Yeah.
Yep, I'll take 1.
Not Signetric. I can't hit over the Signetric.
Yep.
Pass turn.
Pitch Leviathan, draw for turn. Rise from the Ashes.
Yep.
3 Zaptor. Play Quackle.
Just to get it right back.
Yep, recover. Is that one? 12. Perfect. 12 response?
Nope.
Let me just make sure I can actually count real quick. So let me 3. Nope, that's not 12. That's 11.
Oh, so you don't have enough.
And 11. I do not have enough. If I realized that, I could have, done something smarter there. I could have used the Spirit off of Mount Olympus and not have done that so stupidly. Hindsight 2020.
Reasons I'm in this game still.
Lasers at 7. Man. Oh, that was so dumb. I should have counted it first. I would have used Mount Olympus.
Oh, this is what happens when at least I was ready on Monday and haven't touched this deck all week. I've been so busy.
So now the question is, what is that face down? Gonna
Regeki. That's what I wish that face down was. Counter rune speed Regeki.
gonna expend a draw here.
Okay.
Because I screwed up, I might just have to go for it here. And do... I'm gonna go Zeus.
Yep.
Zeus with +2.
Yep.
Zeus targeting Blazers.
Yep.
Ignectric to attack position.
Yep.
Move to battle.
Yep.
Ignectric at Blazers.
You got it.
Oh, thank God. And Quack will hit you for 1.
Get rid of my pyro.
Alright, go ahead.
Draw for turn.
Fine.
So it's at 6 attack.
I'm at 9 spirits.
Still not good enough. Okay. We'll go Leviathan for a Galaxy.
Yep.
Galaxy over the Quackle.
Short.
Pass turn.
Draw for turn. That's a good draw. Hard Ascent into Imperial.
Yep. No response.
Ohmperial effect.
Yep.
Pitch, kill your back row.
It is Ambrosia.
And we'll punch over Galaxy for 2 damage.
Yep.
For reference, Ohmperial has
To Leviathan.
+5 right now. I have 6 spirits in my spirit deck.
Okay.
Ed?
I will draw for turn. Have the laurels.
Yep. Draw the out.
Oh, I've had that. That was my mistake. The turn I was on Blazerus and expend to draw, I should just use the spirit from Blazerus to kill the Signetric.
Fair.
That was what I should have done. I just was thinking to myself, oh, it's fine. Let me expend to draw. I can for next turn. Hopefully you commit more spirits, and not thinking, oh wait, the minute you committed a Elestral, this doesn't work.
Yeah.
That was my blunder.
Fair enough.
You said you're at 6 spirits.
I should be at 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can count.
Cool. I'm gonna go Leviathan for an Ambrosia.
Yep.
I'm gonna recover 3 Vipyro.
Okay.
So that puts me back up to 9. Then, yeah, you've got no back row. So let's go Vipyro for an Ignector in defense.
Okay.
Ignector's effect.
Yep.
I got 1 from hand. And
Isn't it only from deck?
it is from hand. From your hand or deck in attack position. The thing is, it's attack position.
Yeah.
Not defense.
Yep.
So that puts me at 4 spirits.
Okay.
So I miscounted because that should not. I said I was at 9. That's not correct.
It's all good.
All right. And I think with that, I cannot conduct my battle phase this turn, so I'll pass.
Draw for turn. I will play Riceros in attack.
Yep.
Riceros over the Stellar Ignectar in attack position.
Yep.
Get rid of that man. Go ahead.
Draw for turn.
Yep.
I'll move Ignector into defense.
Yep.
I'll set 1, and I will cast a Galaxy in attack,
Okay.
and I'll pass.
Draw for turn. I will play Quackle in attack. Response?
You got 4 spirits left?
4.
Oh, but you're going to recover 3.
If you let me.
Yeah.
I'm good on recovery.
I'm still thinking.
No problem.
I'm still thinking on it.
Rearranging my underworld freeze.
Yeah. PTA, so you get your recovery.
Okay.
Tough calling what spirit to use. Well, okay, never mind. This makes it easy. I'll do a water spirit on it.
Right. I'm going to hit the Galaxy with Zeus. Putting Galaxy at 2 attack.
All right, Riceros is at 3.
Yep. Punch over Galaxy.
Yep.
Move to end phase. Poison tip.
Yep.
Right.
Leviathan. Dang stadium.
All right.
All right.
Go ahead.
Draw for turn.
I'm at 7.
That's something. Ken Leo.
Kid Leo.
Oh yeah, you don't have any face down, so I'll Nexus off and Ignector onto Kin Leo.
Pop
Yeah.
Rose.
Switch to attack, hidden for 3.
Hit me for 3. Fair enough. I'll do my 3 Zaptors.
Yep. And pass turn to you.
Off turn.
I feel like this is
Yeah, Dalton that's been in my hand for a little bit
GG.
now. GG.
I mean, I guess I could go draw Ambrosia, but I got 1 card and it's the Poseidon.
Draw a card, see if it's Ambrosia.
Arguably I could have just kept the Ambrosia in hand, but I was like, I want to see if I can keep you off stuff.
Yeah.
So it would have buffed me up by 3 spirits, but I was still so far behind anyway.
Fair enough.
Oh, that hurt.
Alright, so now we're at the end. So you saw both games. Game 1, I am sorry, Jacob, that was a complete wash. I opened with Ryceros in hand, face downs, and Signectric. I'm like, this is dead to Royal, but hey, if it works, I'm going to get a pretty steamrolly lead. So I went for it, and it paid off because, talking to Jacob after the fact, I think he only ran 1 Royal on his deck because he was playing pretty aggressive numbers. So he expected to have more board state than he ever really did. So he only ran the 1 Royal, and he just didn't have it that first game. Power of Ohmperial, when it gets out, it can steamroll if your opponent doesn't have removal, which... And unfortunately, he did get the Kinley out. I Gorgons it, and other than that, in his deck, he has no hard or Lestral removal besides Kinleo and Royal. Just in the elements he's given. Against like Earth, this deck probably would never even get close to doing anything in Earth because of the Earthquakes. We'll get to Earth when we get to Earth. Game 2 was a very interesting game. It was just, again, as I mentioned in my original deck tech at the start of the video, Signectric in my eyes is a 6-8. And in that second game, Signectric was a 6-8 wall against Blazers the entire game until I was able to just top deck an Ohmperial. Top deck Imperial, hard ascended into it like I generally planned on doing with the deck in the first place, and was able to take a decent chunk of damage from my opponent, and then he had the Royal like he should have had that first game, which he unfortunately didn't for him. And from there we went to a little bit of a slugfest. He got a pretty wide board with the Ignectars, but Ryceros, I didn't side it out because I was like, you know what? I think it's okay to keep it in, even going second, and it worked out. He couldn't attack over my Ryceros because of the ability with the Galaxy. Zeus clutched it out, killed the Galaxy, let me start punching through, and GG from there. It was a really fun week, and I'll see you guys in week 3 against, I believe, Luck. And I forget what elements he's on. And I got to figure out that deck right now because after I'm editing this, I got to figure that out. And we're playing later this week. So catch you guys for week 3, and I'll see you in the next one.